I know you guys are excited about Next Generation just as much as I am, and I want to do my biggest giveaway ever. I'm giving away an Xbox Series S to one lucky subscriber. If you want to win this Xbox Series S, all you have to do is follow me on this YouTube channel, follow me on my Twitter, and follow me on Instagram. I will pick a random person on November 10th when the console releases, and I will pick one and I will send one to you. So, do those things if you want a freaking Xbox Series S. ¿Qué pasa to the pack? It is Pack here,
aka your mama's best friend.
In today's video, I'm talking about the 5 most disrespectful ratings of NBA 2K21 because there are some that are pretty bad. We don't even have all the ratings yet, and there's already some that I'm just like, what are y'all talking about?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, I do want to say a couple things before I get started because it does matter what I'm about to say for these videos. First, maybe some of you are like,
why do we even care about ratings? It doesn't matter. The players don't care either.
The rating is a representation of how good an NBA player is. To tell somebody that they are not at a specific caliber of player, even though they bust their butt and play really well, is not cool. In the same way how giving players high ratings when they're playing poor is not fair for other players who have lower ratings than them and yet they've been playing high. So even though you don't think it matters, there are fans that think it matters and other things like that. On top of this, while I'm breaking this video down, I refuse to bring up other players to determine how good one player is. So for example, I will never say Brandon Ingram should be as good as Trae Young because Trae Young is worse than him. That does not make sense. There's things that go into this besides just how good somebody is. And plus, it's not cool bringing one player down to raise another one up. That's just not how this is gonna work. So breaking all that down, let's get this video started. But before this video starts, leave a like on the video because you'd be surprised how much it helps the channel out. At number 5, we have Donovan Mitchell. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Donovan Mitchell is a 90 overall, but I think the argument should be made. Donovan Mitchell is one of my favorite NBA players in the league. He plays with a fire, he can score anywhere on the court, he's explosive. His defense might not be perfect, but he has shown he can play hard defense whenever he needs to, like he did in the playoffs, and he clearly has it offensively. This is my best case for him. He lost to the team that went to the conference finals, took them 7 games and barely lost. He averaged 36 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds on 53% from the field in that series, and he did all of this without his second best scorer. Imagine if Bogdanovich had played. Do not sleep on Donovan Mitchell because he clearly wants it. I am not afraid to say that he has a little bit of Jordan in him. He's an 89 overall, and it should be more if I really wanted to argue that. At number 4 on this list, we have Lonzo Ball. For being the second pick in the draft, Lonzo Ball is clearly a bust and will never be anything more than a glorified role player. His stats in the bubble clearly showed this. Is exactly what a casual fan would like to tell you. Yes, Lonzo Ball struggled in the bubble, and being a 77 overall is being more than nice of a rating for him. But the misconception is clear about him. His potential is real. In March, he averaged 21 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists, almost a triple-double while shooting 51% from the three-point line. 51%. Don't ever let anybody tell you his jump shot is broken, while almost always guarding the best player on any team extremely well. Plus, he has a very high IQ. Let's not make the mistake that everybody makes for these young players. You need to give them time. Just look at Brandon Ingram. Being on the Pelicans with all these weapons will make scoring for him so much easier. Lonzo Ball said it best. Make sure y'all post my shit next year too. If he has hunger like this, watch out. For the moment, he should be borderline 80 overall, but who knows how good he's going to be just next season. At number 3, it is Klay Thompson. How quickly they forget. 60 points in just 12 dribbles. Records the most threes in a single game with 14. All while guarding the best player on an elite level. You might say,
but Pac, he is basically just a role player that's doing good at his job. You don't see him isoling. He's just a 3-and-D player.
Stop it. Get some help.
Look, if that's the case, he's the best role player ever. He's the best 3-and-D player ever. I don't care that he got hurt. How did everybody forget about the Warriors? Y'all realize they are title favorites, right? Curry, Draymond, Wiggins, probably Wiseman, and Klay Thompson. He was a 91 overall before he got hurt. It better stay that way. He should be a 91 overall at least. At number 2 on this list, we have Devin Booker. Devin Booker leads the Suns to an undefeated record in the bubble, which the Suns were the only team to achieve, while doing it against the best teams in the NBA and them being one of the worst and lesser talented teams in the bubble. He was averaging 30.5 points per game, 6 assists, 5 rebounds in just 34 minutes in the bubble with stupid efficiency, while the next best player on his team was second-year DeAndre Ayton, who missed a ton of games that season. What he did makes no sense at all and is scary if this continues into next season. The Suns could finally be here, and it is all because of one player, a man that can get 70 points if he wants to and is extremely clutch, even if his defense is lacking. So is Luka Doncic.
I refuse to bring up other players to determine how good one player is. And plus, it's not cool bringing one player down to raise another one up. That's just not how this is going to work.
And Luka Doncic is an easy 94 overall. Anything outside the 90 overall club for Devin Booker is straight blasphemy. And finally, at number 1, it is Jamal Murray. Let's make this simple. Jamal Murray is the best scorer in the second best team in the hardest conference in not just the NBA, but in the history of the NBA, and took a game on the NBA champions in the conference finals, almost getting a triple-double while in the playoffs averaging 27 points per game, 6.6 assists on absurd efficiency. On top of all of this, he wins on and off the court, and 2K doesn't believe he is a 90 overall. I guess his regular season numbers are representative of his current rating, but 2K ratings have always been about what have you done for me lately, and that is exactly the case for Jamal Murray. This isn't even the case with, for example, a player like TJ Warren, who did good in the bubble and yet fizzled out in the first round of the playoffs. Jamal played good in the bubble and did even better in the playoffs. It makes zero sense why Jamal Murray isn't in the 90 overall club, and I'm going to even argue he should be a 91 overall at least. And that is it for my breakdown. Do you guys agree with me or disagree? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like this channel, give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.